Hey guys, Stout here. I tried to play Bard without charismatic performance, and here's how it went. My first thought was that this would be much easier in High Roller, so I built up a set filled with dexterity and resourcefulness, so that way we could play our songs faster, and we could keep our songs up longer. Both our dexterity and resourcefulness in this game are around 35 to 40, so it's a pretty high investment kit, and it kind of worked. I don't like fighting in the cave tour room, so as soon as I saw that Warlock Phantomize in, I immediately left, and I'm planning to fight him out here. The biggest problem that I was seeing with this build wasn't the self buffs, but it was all of the combat buffs. Accelerando, Allegro, specifically Shriek of Weakness, and Lament of Languor just felt way too long. I was trying to force him to fall here. And this is a little bit awkward, but we both hit each other, and I was assuming that I was a lot lower than he was, so I stopped pushing him and tried to back up to survival bow and heal a little bit, and that's what killed me. If I just kept swinging, I probably would have won. But it was only the first attempt, so I couldn't leave it at that and just put on a kit that I had sort of just stashed in my inventory. I bought a survival bow, a buckler, and a rapier, and we went right back into the game. Right at the start, we immediately run into a pretty geared plate fighter. And I'm just trying to get into the next room here because it's more open and I should be able to kite him a little bit better. So I'm just immediately going to break down this wall. I'm going to use my drone. I'm going to use everything I can to get it down as quickly as possible. And he's already here, so I'm going to try to start using some survivable shots. Try to get him a little low. I doubt that I'm really going to, though. And I messed up that jump, which wasn't the best. And then I didn't really know what to do. I would usually cast the Men of Languor here and try to space him out again when he dropped down. But I knew that I didn't have enough time to do that, so I was trying to block. And apparently blocking an arming sword is next to impossible. It's really hard to do. Looking back at it now, I probably should have just swung there, but I don't think I would have lived either way. So then I had another idea for the build. This is a normal game, so I'm just going in with whatever my base kit was. And I have all 5 of my buff songs and dissonance. I can't really cast any combat songs anyway. Even with high dexterity, Shriek of Weakness, and Lament of Languor just take way too long, and people will just walk out of it like the Warlock did. So my plan was just try to clear toward the center of the map and get as much stuff as we can along the way. And I did forget to go over my perks. Since I'm not running Shriek of Weakness or Lament, I'm not using Warsong. Instead, I have Fermata and Lore Mastery, so that way we can clear around the map fast, open doors, get away if we need to. And then I have Rapier Mastery and Superior Dexterity. So our only real damage buff is Rapier Mastery still, but we are able to just move around and hopefully outmaneuver other players. And before I went into Foursquare Room, I did want to clear out these two mobs here just so I had somewhere to run back to if I needed to. And as we were doing that, someone was trying to sneak up on us.
I was a fighter the whole time. I bet you didn't expect that.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground! You underestimate my power! Don't try it!
So jumping on those boxes might have seemed really random, but if I go up there, it's a lot harder for him to headshot me, and it's a lot easier for me to headshot him. Incoming Stealth Ranger. I just decided I was going to push this guy, but he actually has the knockback skill, which made this really annoying, and I almost died because of it. I definitely should have just used my survival bow here. Oh yeah, also there's a barbarian who's coming and he's starting to crush the doors and chase after me now. This is why I wanted Lore Mastery and Fermata. All right, and I'm finally assuming that over here I should be safe to campfire, so I go ahead and do that. And then after I buff up, I'm gonna go look for that barbarian. But the mobs made that extra annoying, so I'm gonna run back to the health shrine so I don't die. And I got hit by that. If you didn't know, if you get hit by the goblin shamans, you can't heal. So my health pot is now just being wasted. was planning to kill the centipede here, then go back to the barbarian, but incoming player, another person creeping around. I'm just gonna rebuff real quick, and then I'll probably just pull the centipede in here so I can go fight the fighter. And he pulls out a prop pot right now, so I don't even hesitate and just immediately start hitting him. Time for another campy. And I'm just going to pick up a couple more things since my inventory is basically empty. And then I'm going to go look for the barbarian again. We found him, so I dropped down here, but then I heard one of the other elevators go up and didn't really like that, so I'm deciding to go up again too. And this person has a crossbow, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume that they're a fighter. Getting hit there wasn't the best, but since he has a spear, I'm probably just going to bring this into melee anyway. It's pretty hard to hit the spear when somebody's right up on you. That was a pretty good spear, and I probably should have picked it up, but I didn't. Now, once again, for the third time, it's time to heal up, rebuff, and then go look for our barbarian friend. But he gets to live this time. And I'm honestly assuming that he was the last person in the game, so I just left too. But there was actually another rogue, like a couple rooms over. And I actually felt a lot more comfortable with that, and I knew it wasn't going to be the best, so I put on a half decent kit. It's just like strength, dexterity. I think I had roughly 120 health, and I went into high roller. and I was just clearing around Cyclops, and I heard maybe one other person, but it didn't seem like they were coming, so I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go fight the boss. And of course, as soon as we enter Rockfall phase, a barbarian shows up. And I was planning to ring around the Rosie here, and then as soon as I could leave and lock him in here with the boss, assuming that he doesn't know what he's doing. But then our boy the Cyclops got jealous that I was using him and was very angry with me. So that's basically just going to be it for the video today. I put out a post asking people what they wanted to see, and this was one of the comments. 10 out of 10, would not recommend, but it could be done. It's just definitely a whole lot weaker. If you enjoyed the content, please just give me a comment, like, or subscribe to the channel. Anything and everything helps, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you who do it. And if you're looking for a community of people to group up with other players or just keep updated with me and my content, I'm gonna have my community Discord linked in the description below. Feel free to click that, come by and say hey. And as always, I hope that each and every one of you have a great day, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace.